good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where and when you're listening to this. This is Coffee with Kevin, and this is my coffee. It's live, laugh, and love today. Mm-mm-mm. And I'm Kevin Martin, a mindset coach with CNLP Coaching and Positive Effects Coaching and Hypnosis. Yes, today I wanted to talk to you about connections. I want to talk to you about connections because I've been down here in Florida now for 2 months. Our 2 month anniversary, I think, was this weekend. Yeah, and uh, left everything, left our home and sold our home in the Boston area, and came down here. And there's a little bit of family down here, but there's a lot of family up north. And I found that it's wonderful. It's wonderful to have these connections, and it was difficult. It was difficult to leave. We needed a new start and start afresh and go somewhere where we've always wanted to be. Now, my background here is a picture from my living room, right out into the background. And I was sitting there this morning. I was sitting out in this patio, and I'm looking around at the palm trees and everything else, and I'm saying, "This is a vacation place. This is like a vacation place, or at least for me, because I grew up and lived all my life in New England. Matter of fact, I lived all my life within probably 6 to 8 miles. Um, even from the start of growing up to last month or 2 months ago, I've been in the same area. And so this is spectacular. This is weird and wild to live here, to make a start, to make a new start. My daughter, my brother-in-law, my daughter came down this week, or last week actually. My daughter surprised us. It was wonderful. She came in, rang the doorbell. We had no idea. We thought she was going to be coming later September or October, and there she was. And it was so fantastic. It was really, really great. I got a chance to see both of my sons last week when I flew up to Massachusetts, but she was on vacation somewhere else. And now I get to see my daughter. And it was just a beautiful, beautiful surprise to be able to see her and actually commute with her. Hey, Marie, welcome. Welcome to Coffee with Kevin. This is awesome to see you here. That's my sister-in-law, who is also in Florida with us. And so, the connections with family. And we had a big cookout with family last night. This is our first time really entertaining. That's what we used to do all the time when we were back in the Boston area, is have family over all the big holidays and be at our house. And it was the first time since we've been here. We got to have a really more formal, bigger event with family. There was 6 of us and big barbecue and all that. So connections feel really good. In my book, Living Your Dream Life, I say that, we're not alone here, and we're not meant to be alone here. The famous axiom talking about man is not an island. Well, we're not an island. We're not meant to be an island. Yes, having alone time is wonderful for a short time, but you need connections. You need to have the people around you. Now, what does that do? Certain cultures believe that we are energetically connected to everyone around us. So we have that energy connection, whether we're with them or not. But I believe when we're with them, that energy connection charges up and can really energize us, both physically, mentally, spiritually. So when you have that ability to be with others, it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing. Being by yourself is not so wonderful. Having just connections, having just people to connect with, to talk to. Now, great, we're on this wonderful thing called the internet right now, in this digital age. And yes, if you want to, you can connect with anyone and everyone around the world. Maybe not everyone, but anyone around the world. You can connect with your family no matter where they live, which is a wonderful thing. That connection really, it does help. It's nice to talk. But when you're with people in person, there's so much of a difference. So much of a difference. And when you're with like-minded people, even better. Even better. When you're with people who support you in what you're doing, even better. And that's why we need others. We're not meant to be here by ourselves. If we were meant to be here by ourselves, we'd all be in our own little pod somewhere around the universe. We're meant to be here with others. We're meant to be here with others. You know, someone brought up in one of the meetings I was at this week or last week, someone brought up this fact that, talking about, we're not born and never held or whatever. And that's not true for some. There are some babies in this world, in third world countries, and not even some in not even third world countries, as they're developing, as the infants are developing, they get very little interaction with people. I was hearing about years ago, of course, years ago, I was hearing about these orphanages in Russia where some of the babies were growing up and they were lucky if they were held once a week. And it does such harm. It does such harm to that infant because they need that connection. They need that physical connection. And so that's what I'm saying. We're not meant to be alone. We're meant to be with us. Now, I say like-minded people because that's one of the things. If you have a hobby, if you have something you like, find a group. Find a group where you can start to interact. It's so much easier to make friends if you're like-minded people. You can go to Meetup. You can find local groups. Find a group where you can actually interact and make friends. And you'll find that your life starts to become so much more fulfilling. So much more fulfilling. Because now that you're meeting people who do the same things, who like the same things you do, and probably will start to support you in those things as well. And then we get energized. Then we start to be fulfilled as human beings. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. And then it makes it much easier to live, laugh, and love. It's going to be short today. I just wanted to say, I've been here for 2 months, been away from family, and family's actually starting to come down here. I guess when the family's up north and you're down south, family kind of comes down to visit, and that's okay. And as the winter months start to come in, I'm expecting to see more. One of my sons, or maybe both of my sons, will come down later on and visit as well, and that would be absolutely great because I need to have that connection physically in person. And you know what? We're probably going to go up there if we're not getting the people come down here. We're going to go back up there. Not that I miss the snow, but if I'm going up there, I won't be the one shoveling. All right. This has been Coffee with Kevin. And again, I'm the one who's Kevin. mindset coach with CNLP coaching and positive effects, coaching and hypnosis. If you want to reach out to me on Facebook, learn a little bit more about what I was talking about, or on LinkedIn, it doesn't matter, wherever you can reach me. You can also reach me at www.cnlpcoaching.com and see me there. All right, everyone, have a great week. Matter of fact, you know it. I don't want you to just expect to have a great week. I want you to start making it a great week for yourself, because you have the choices. It's in your control. Take care, all.